Are you seeing anything?
See stars.
Are you doing anything? Are you looking at stars from the ground, or are you in space?
He's here with them.
What was that?
I'm up there.
Do you have a body?
No,
Is there anything else around you?
just more stars.
And why are you looking at the stars?
That's where I am.
Are you there for a reason?
I've always been here.
Are you creating anything right now?
No,
Have you?
created?
Yeah.
Yes.
What have you created?
Everything.
Perfect. Do you have any questions for God? Okay.
One question. Do you know who I am?
Do you know who's here with us today? All right. Thank you for connecting with us. Now we would like to speak with Archangel Michael. Where are we right now? What do you see?
Just dark.
No stars?
Yeah, they're there. They're not as bright. There's one flashlight.
What's the flash?
I don't know. The orbs are coming now.
Oh, the angels. Is Michael coming?
He is not one of the orbs.
Oh no. I'd like to talk to him if you don't mind. A blue light?
It's gone
Are the orbs still there?
now. No.
You see anything else?
Just white light mixing with the dark.
What is that? anything else that we need to see in this part?
No.
Okay. Who wants to speak with us through Michael today? Michael, are you here? You told us you wanted to speak with us more.
He's here. So much light.
Michael, we've waited a while to speak with you. We're very grateful and thankful that you've been infusing the light into Michael. I was wondering when those connections were going to be opened more fully.
It is tough with him.
I know it is. What's still blocking him?
The earth has not been kind to his body.
No, it has not. I thought you were going to help with some of the healing. Are you working on him?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I know he's been having some more health issues lately.
It's part of the process.
Hello, brother. It's been a while. How have you been? Oh, come on.
Yes, light.
I probably pushed it out, unfortunately, for a second.
He gets quiet when he's working on him. It takes a lot of the energy.
I know, it's part of the process, and that's actually what he was... That's how I knew who I was talking to, is the way he answered it. He doesn't have to continue, actually, when it's with me around, because he's going to have a bit like, especially because that's Ken over there.
While you're working on him, did you have anything that you wanted for us to know tonight? You've been very cryptic about the things to come. How can Michael better open up the channels with you? Why was I led to the Urantia book?
Truth.
How much of it?
Did you not see?
I'm troubled about the part where it said that you came before in Jesus.
I never did that.
So not all of it is truth.
You know what is truth.
So is this your final bestowal?
Everything has a step.
And this is a step in your journey? Our journey?
One must know what it's like. It's easy to snap a finger. Your knowledge is gained by living it.
So even God must experience.
He has to.
Yes.
This is all adding up to everything. About how long do we have? Is the calculation right around October?
Time for what?
Well, a lot of the shifts with everything that we're dealing with in the spiritual realms and this realm kind of actually colliding. All of my calculations lately have been telling me that we're dealing with a lot of that dimension coming over to this one. So, about how much time do you think that we're actually going to be able to have between now and then? Like, I mean, is that actually, like how, what's the word? So how many are we dealing with, in other words? How many different places are we dealing with?
The concern you have is only of one.
Okay, so what's going to, what are we dealing with on that level then? Concern we have is just one, and that's where my predictions end too. They can't tell us anymore that's the problem, is they can only tell us so much. Pretty much everything is correlating. It's everything the spirits I'm hearing, they're all saying exactly what he's saying, and they're literally channeling right through, because I mean I'm looking right at them and I'm watching them using it. So that's why I was trying to ask these specific questions, because they're telling me things like while they're standing right there, and then you're pushing through him. So, and I don't want to wear him out, but yeah.
Well, this energizes him. He feels good.
Okay, good. Because the rash and everything, it correlates with the channels. It also it could manifest a little bit later. Everything that you're describing that happens is actually a part of that process, actually. It's a part of the ascension process. He will actually get better. He's a part of it. That's the part of the healing.
I knew that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to just go.
Oh, no.
It's like I'm literally watching, like looking at them, and it's all going to be on the recording too. Which you're going to be like a lot of the answers that we're not hearing physically. It's going to be on the recording, so we can have something.
Good.
Because it's making me energetic too, like.
Is there anything in particular that I need to be doing to clear myself or anything along those lines to fully heal?
Patience.
Why are you placing Michael in Oklahoma to work right now?
Part of his education.
Regarding
Himself.
Is there any insight you could give on that might help him?
He sees it. He just loses focus.
What of our plans to open our church this evening? Will you assist us in consecrating this ground?
Yes. Have you not seen me there?
I haven't seen you. Give me the sight.
You've seen signs.
I see signs. But I've asked for the veil to be lifted,
And it will.
why are we supposed to be in Hawaii? Tell me what's special about Kauai in particular. We see white. What was that? What do you see? What's the bright light? Just bathing in that healing white light. Let it flow through your body. Become one with it. is in you. He is you. Are you still working on him, or have you?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. Do you have any other questions?
His throat and third eye.
Who's
Michael's.
his throat and third eye?
He has lived through many scars.
Yes, he has. You chose a tough path for him.
He had to.
I know. But now he'll get to enjoy that soon, right? All the rewards. You will reign soon, won't you?
I always have.
He's not ready for that.
No.
How do we prepare him for that?
As I told you, patience. He is close. He struggles.
Mm-hmm. What's heavy? What was that? What's heavy? The weight of what? Mm. It's very dense on this plane. Very slow, very heavy. But it's not bad. It lets you feel all the good things. Michael, it's our mission to get the truth out to others. And how do we best do that? How do we best be of service? To whom? Doing our sermons? All the what? All of them will listen? Not all? No, of course not all. But that's okay. What's going to happen to the people that don't choose good, the light?
The dark remain dark.
Are you going to be splitting the new earth and the old earth? Or have you changed your mind on that? Cleansing. Cleansing what? Cleansing how? How are you going to cleanse the earth, Michael? What are you working on now? He likes her what? Not used to being in a physical body, are you? But you can take all that pain away. Make this body healthy and whole. What's looking at you? Once you heal this body, it'll be nice to be integrated and experience all the joys in life. Big, strong, healthy body to enjoy all the pleasures of a human experience, living a beautiful life in the Garden of Eden. On the island where what started. And that's why we're being drawn back there. A city on the island?
No.
Where? A city in space? What's in the city? What's its name? It's what? What's the name of the city? And just let all that energy pass right out the bottom of your feet. It doesn't have to build up, and you don't have to experience any physical pain. Just let the energy flow through. Whatever you don't need, you can let it flow right through. Are you integrating more into his body, Michael?
Yes.
It's a lot of energy to integrate.
He can't hold it.
You can make his body stronger and healthier. Regenerate. And this is your vessel. You can craft it however you wish. Heal all the damage. You can't move. It's a lot of energy flowing through your body. A lot of healing. And you're safe and you are protected. Let the energy flow through you. Let the light fill your body. That warm glow from Source shower over you. And what are you working on now? Has this body had enough for tonight? No. And what are you working on? Michael, while you're working on the body, I would like to go back to the scene that we saw of you looking down on the earth. When you saw mushroom clouds down on the earth. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Is that when you decided to come here? Or did you always know you were going to come here? Was the earth created for this mission?
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of work on Michael tonight. Will you be able to continue working on Michael if we count him out so that he can join us? I know you're very quiet today, so you must be working very hard on Michael. Thank you very much for all the work that you're doing on him, because he surely needs it. We love you so much, Michael. We're so thankful and grateful for your presence, your guidance, your light. For all that you do and all that you are. And I am sorry I denied you for so long. Thank you for showing me. And thank you for loving me. Thank you for all your mercy and your grace. Thank you for bestowing all the gifts upon us that you have and all that we have yet to receive. And thank you for always showing us the way. What do you remember?
Nothing.
None of it? Well, it was doing a lot of work on you, apparently. You don't remember any of it?
I don't even remember seeing. Usually I remember seeing Source or something.
Yeah, you went to Source again.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Go figure.
He always goes to Source first.
That's all I ever do.
Yeah.
No. Oh, no. I mean, you went to Source, so I just, yeah.
I kind of knocked you. I kind of knocked him out a couple times, and that's why I had to I take steps back and just kind of observe at that point. So yeah, because a lot of information that was coming through, I was hearing at the same point, and then I was starting to get all types of giddy when I heard his voice and everything, because I mean I know that one very well. So
it's very distinct when he comes through.
And that's like, oh, hey, brother, how are you?
And you know it's him when he comes through.
I'm like, yeah, that's my brother right there. And so I'm going to start talking to him. And then he's like, I knocked him out because usually we have,
Well, usually I remember small bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember anything. Like, usually I can remember, like, Source. Or sometimes I see things.
Yeah, I mean, literally.
Was it like a boring session?
Oh.
It's like the feeling
I wouldn't say so.
It
no.
was not boring at all.
No.
I felt like I was right. Okay, here's exactly the way to describe, because when I heard your voice, when I heard his voice, immediately I was like right back in New Orleans again, just hanging out at Tiki's with another version with another person that it channels through.
Yeah.
A
lot of people channel Michael.
Yeah, and I hang out with Michael all the time. So like when Michael when Michael came through you,
he's not as talkative. When he comes through, him is heavier because he's in him.
Because I was listening to him talking to me and talking through you at the same time, and then I was looking at all of them just kind of like standing over you. And there was more than just you. There was actually more than just him. There was actually an ancestor, a male, and then there was also a female that was standing that was really old. That she must have had this ability passed it down to you. It must have been like a grandmother or something.
To me?
No, to him.
Oh, to him.
This is like ancestral. That was
everything
that was like watching over him to basically make sure nothing else, because there was a few other lurkers that I was like kind of like looking at, and I'm like, nope, because especially when I heard him saying, there's another one. I'm like, nope, we're pushing that one out of here because that wasn't a good one. And when he started describing other places, I was like, okay, we have a few others, because right now what's happening is because when I knocked Michael out for a second, a few others were trying to come in and try to like interlope. But that's, I mean, it wouldn't have gone very far, because I mean, between me, and also just you're being naturally protected, your ancestors were like stepping in and putting their hands on you too. So you had a very, very strong connection with Michael. That was so nice to, it just felt like I said, it felt like I was just hanging out with all over again.
You can feel it, see it, hear it. That's got to be amazing. I wish I could see and
hear more.
It was so nice because like while he's talking through, while he was talking through you, I'm over here like laying over here talking to him. And that's why I'm like, oh, I don't have any questions. I'm listening to it. Like, and that's why I said you're gonna hear a lot of other stuff like on the recording also, because there's a lot of other things happening around it that like even though he's not talking, it's just like it is talking. It's the force was in here. So.
Oh, I know. I mean, I can feel him when he's here. I
Mhm.
just...
Yeah, I felt like I was just over at Tiki's all over again, just hanging out with another Michael, and I was like, okay. Like, yeah, cool, my brother's here. Let's, like, hang out for a second,
I usually remember small things. I don't remember anything. I remember feeling very uncomfortable. That's it.
He was doing a lot of work on you tonight.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff.
It was mainly... That was mainly his focus tonight. You're very difficult.
He was clearing out your throat chakra, and also they
And
were
your third
working on
eye.
your third eye.
Yeah.
I was looking at them doing that, and that's why I was like listening to it. I was like watching the work happening and everything. So I was
Really?
like,
God, that's so cool.
yeah. I just didn't want to interlope because during a session like that, I know you wanted to like hear everything that he was trying to like say through all of this, and also I did want to try to stay quiet for this for the recording afterwards, so you could hear the other EVPs, but yeah, I was watching all of them working on all of that. They're working on his chakras. They're also working on a few other things that have been going on that also with your energy plexus that's been kind of making you feel like you've been like kind of like this dipping down a lot lately. The reason why that's happening is because it's actually it's part of your spiritual they're kind of like replacing something that's actually been kind of blocking you for years. It's a chakra thing. So where you're gonna be feeling kind of like it'll feel like indigestion when really they're just kind of stitching you back together. So, yeah, it's gonna
My body's very beat up.
Yeah, they're seeing that and they're trying to like they're working overtime on you. In other words.
Yeah. That's kind of the gist of the whole session. So I didn't ask like a lot because he wasn't very talkative. But
No, but he was very present.
He was very present, very busy.
I don't know. I just know from past ones.
But he said the one thing that was very consistent with me when I was talking about the other dimensions, that I only have one to be concerned with. So that's the one that I'm working on the most, there's a darker dimension that's trying to get involved in all this stuff, trying to pose as light workers, trying to pose as people who are, and using it for the wrong reasons.
That's what I was talking about earlier. The people that know the truth but use it for dark purposes.
Right, and so that's what he was referring to, and that's why when I was asking them, so they kind of ended up finishing. I wanted to let you know what was coming through on my end, but I didn't want to interfere with the whole with the channeling session that you're recording with him. But next time, now that I know the information's welcome, I'll tell you everything that I'm also getting when Michael's in here, because I'm directly he and I are very close. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, did you hear the way he talks to me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is very typical. This is definitely Michael, and then like, I'm just like, okay.
It's the way he always talks to me. He's just so like.
And then
answering questions before I finish even asking them.
Do that again?
Oh yeah.
And when you were asking questions about you being the Divine Mother and everything that was also going on while you guys were being asked to move out there, it was actually for the healing, because you're going to be called back here actually when things start to get really moving. And also after that like that one thing that I was he was saying to be concerned with. After I'm done dealing with all of that too, because there is going to be some of that coming, but once that's done, you'll be fine. I mean, my job here is just to make sure that doesn't happen.
The what now?
Those people using it for the darker intentions.
Oh, yeah.
Things like that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's regarding all of his healing going okay. You're supposed to come back when everything is actually already set in motion. After his healing is done, and also you finally discovering your true self too in all of this, because you really are in the very beginning stage of your major transformation. So what's
Yeah, I'm a
going?
baby witch.
Oh, it's not a baby witch. No, very far from baby witch. You have no idea that isn't under. You are underselling yourself, um, and you know what you're doing. You just don't believe in yourself yet, but you will. And once you finally do, in the next few months, you're going to actually really excel in a lot of places. He's going to excel in all these places too. And the reason why everything is happening right now is because it is kind of getting rid of a darker, the people with the darker reason, with the darker purposes, but also getting the right people here who have the right purposes. So, yeah, all is going to be well, in other words.
I
And they're
was
just trying to
attacked.
heal. Huh?
I don't know if that's the right way to put it. How would you put it? Attacked.
No, that's the right word for it.
I don't know how else I would put it. But when we were in Hawaii, our friend Hugo, he had to call
Oh yeah, a friend of
a
his.
friend of his up in Canada. And I obviously have never been to Canada. I don't know. And this woman's like, oh no, 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 no. They're attacking him bad.
Yeah.
You need to do this right now. Or something like that.
Yeah, we had to burn your shirt. He was wearing an affliction shirt.
Yeah. And that's what this did. You were wearing the wrong shirt in the wrong place. You are a conduit. You can't wear certain words on you now. Because
Well,
affliction means you'll be afflicted.
Ever since then, because I remember this, he had stayed the night with us
At the hotel.
at the hotel before we all got an Airbnb together with Anne and Kaya. So it was just me, him, and her. And we were down by the water. And that morning I got up and I had a shirt on, but I spilled coffee on it. So I changed and I put on an affliction shirt. Well, ever since then, one thing it bothers me, and it was just dumb adolescent shit, but I got 2 skulls on my chest, and I'm wearing an affliction shirt that I put on after spilling coffee that had a skull on it. And it was something about, and I could be wrong, but I want to say this woman was on the phone with Hugo and she said something about he needs to get the shirt off him now.
Yeah, she knew.
Yeah, it's the shirt. And also, what those are, okay, there are 2 other chakras, and actually that's another thing that was very interesting that I was listening to on the Doris Cannon, the Doris Cannon book. It was actually the spirit that was channeling was talking about the 2 extras. Like, not very many people can tap into it. I have the full thing with it because it's I've been but that's what you have right there. So you need to connect with those 2 chakras because it's connecting you here. That's what's going on with you. It's not an attack. It's you actually just being the vessel that you are. You're a sacred vessel. You're a holy vessel, and that is why you have to make sure that you you can't even wear certain colors anymore. Sometimes you're gonna find, especially when you go up there. I'm not saying you're gonna have to wear black like me all the time. Believe me, that's not gonna be fun. But yeah, but if you're feeling certain ways, it's not that it is attack, yeah. But that's just it. Certain words you can't wear, like things that will bring conflict. You can't wear, even if it's a band or anything like that. It can't have that because those will represent that on your body now. But yeah, you do need to connect with these 2 parts of your chakras now, because that's what's happening. That's why you keep on getting the conflictions. And you having those skulls there, you have been subconsciously putting these things on your body. When we do these things, it's a part of our spiritual armor, what we really look like on the underneath, and what it brings out. So those things, those skulls that you have, those are actually over these chakra lines that are actually making you what you are.
That's why I just told her a few days ago that I wanted her to rework these into dragons.
Right. So, we're looking at you kind of like ascending, and you and Michael are one and the same. That's the thing, and that's another thing. I was just like even asking Michael, like while he was outside of you, why don't you both just intertwine it already at this point? You are literally a version of him, so why don't you just simply just sew yourself back and win with him? He's not ready to do that yet, though. Things have to finally be set in motion. But it's not that you're a possession. No, you're still you in every way. But you're an extension of him. You're literally. It's like he uses other people like gloves. You're his actual. You're actually.
I'm actually. Well, based off of sessions
we
before.
don't usually incarnate. I like the person that I was before had to die before that. And it's kind of one of those
that's what
things,
we were
too.
trying to explain to you. Like Michael he created him.
No, I know that's
He straight up told us, I created him.
Well, and I had to be here and talk to both of them at the same time to see this happening. I'm like, well, then it's the same thing that happened with me because I'm Samael, and I had to, West Samael kind of like it was a really hard thing for me to be both of them at the same time until we kind of got shown together. So
And that's what the process was tonight.
Yeah, it's
He even
kind of
said
you
even said he's in me.
Mm-hmm.
For the first time.
Yeah. And that's why I was just like, you guys just have to be sewn back together. That's all this is. But he's not ready for that yet.
No, he's not ready for the full breadth of it because once everybody understands, and he did confirm the reason why I was led to the Urantia book was the truth about, not the Jesus Christ part, like I said, because I know the truth about that. I didn't do that. Whatever. Very adamant about that.
Michael never.
No, he's never been here before.
No.
Well, he hasn't.
He's
not incarnated.
He's incarnated one time.
Once.
Yes.
No.
One time. No.
Yes.
That I do know.
You came here in the very, very beginning, but that was that was it.
This is the only time. that I can say right now.
And he said that over and over again. It's come through when I've done every cards. This.
Yeah, no.
If he was to breathe,
I've asked confirmation over and over again. He has never done this before.
If he was to breathe his full breath of entity in me, I would not survive it.
No.
Right now,
right now you wouldn't.
No, right now I can't.
But
that's all I can say. That just
being
came.
Prepped.
You're being prepped. Especially around the ages too that this stuff starts to happen, because usually it's when they start to ascend. I would have ascended at that age, but I kind of decided to come back and do. Now I had to
Well, see, this all started when he was 57, so I'm thinking when he's 60.
Yeah, when he's 60 is when when it's supposed to happen. It was, like I said, it would have happened when I was, but it's my story's a little more complicated because I died for a while. A couple times. But that was so awesome to fucking sit here and talk to actually my brother for a second. Just like, oh, okay, yeah. And I had to, I actually had to
So what else did you see? What else did you hear?
Oh, it's so much.
So was it just sometimes we get those bad sessions?
No,
it was definitely not a bad session.
Okay, so we get sessions every once in a while where it's just sort of like an hour of nothing.
Oh, it's not.
I'll remember seeing a lot of stuff in Source. We'll not have a whole lot of information, but it'll be. Yeah. I'll remember.
We didn't spend a lot of time there. I knew you were in Source right away. We don't usually get a lot of information there.
Lack of a better way to put it, almost like answering prayers. to a
Yeah.
degree.
Creating,
'Cause
usually.
what happens is shapeless forms of white will come, like, just sort of like a lava lamp flows.
Thought forms.
Like, comes together and it comes at me.
Right. It's a
And
lot
as it comes at me, it comes out and it forms a halo of white
Yeah.
and goes out. And that'll happen
You're
sometimes in rapid, like one, another.
And there's no thought. He doesn't have any
It's
thought
literally-
about it. He's just taking it in and making
No,
it.
he's seen the actual angel. That's exactly what Michael really looks like. They don't look anything like what we think they do. And then he just literally described the multicolors of source and also an angel. That is exactly what
Well,
they
I
look
can
like.
tell you last spring, because the weather was nice, or it might have been last fall, we were down in the shop watching TV and talking,
Oh, yeah, that's right. And the door was
and we had the
open.
door open, and I just looked outside, and it was just orbs
Yeah.
coming, and I was like,
That means
they're
you're seeing
here.
those are in their eyes, actually, if you really be able to
I see a lot of eyes.
Yeah, their eyes.
Like in previous visions when she's
Yeah.
put me under, I see a lot of eyes
it's
looking
like
at me.
clusters of eyes, everything else.
I see a
yes,
lot
it
of
is, and
eyes.
they're flying.